language, we don't have a direct word for unconscious. The nearest word we have is asleep. If I ring 999 and say my baby is asleep, they will think, what do you want us to do? Wake the baby up. You know, but if the baby is unconscious and I'm telling them the baby is asleep, those are two different things. So language is really, really important when you are asking for help. So don't ever feel that it undermines you when we are asking you if you need an interpreter, and don't ever shy away from asking for an interpreter. So as soon as we answer the phone, it's important that you say Yoruba interpreter, and we'll get an interpreter on the phone for you. That's really, really important. Is it me? Okay. And the next thing is that all our services are free to access. Again, that's something that's really important. People arrive here, I don't know where I come from. If you ring for an ambulance at the end of the month, the council will bill you for it. We don't do that here. So you can ring 999 or 111 and it's completely free of charge. We will come and take you to hospital. We will bring you back. I might just do it that. We will come and help you. We will never ask you for your visa. We will never ask you for all those personal information. We definitely do not share details with immigration. So that's really important. So what do? We provide 999 care. Whenever you ring 999, it comes to us. We've got 3 call centers, if you like. We call them emergency operation centers. One is in Bellingham and Teesside, one in South Shields, one in Newcastle. So whenever you make a phone call, it comes through to us. When you see the ambulances on the road, they belong to us. They don't belong to the hospital. So we are the ones who dispatch those ambulances and come and take you to where you need to be. We also provide the 111 service, which actually is really important for people who are newly arrived in the UK, because I know most parts of the world don't have an equivalent for 111. 111 is the number that you need if you need medical help, but it's not an emergency. So you might need a doctor, you might need a nurse, you might need to speak to someone about medication, but you can't get through to your GP, or maybe it's a Friday night like tonight, it's a bank holiday, or it's a weekend. You would ring 111 and we would assist you. Generally, when you ring 111, there is a lot of waiting because everybody tries to ring us, but that's absolutely fine. Stay on the phone, it's a free of charge number, and we would give you any help you need. Okay, I'm gonna try and skip some of these just to fit in with the time scales. The other service we provide rather is what we call patient transport service, and this is I'm sure you've seen it. Looks like a minibus. What it is really, it provides pre-booked transport to hospital, but they need to be a medical need. So for those people who are poorly, maybe you're going for chemotherapy, you are on oxygen, or you're bedbound, but you need to go to your GP or you need to go to a hospital appointment. You book with us, we come and take you and bring you back home. So those are the 3 main services that we provide. So 999, 111, and patient transport service. Something that I do also want to mention really briefly that I am passionate about is trying to get more people that look like you and me to come and work for us. That's something that's really, really been, I've been heavily involved in the last 18 months. We run recruitment workshops every second Wednesday of every month. So it's the second Wednesday at 5:30, they are online. And I will say we have had quite a lot of Nigerian students register for those and they do not attend. And that's really, really disappointing for me because I only have 20 places available every month. And if I give 15 of those to some of you guys, and then on the day you do not turn up, you're just not doing anybody else a favor because next month I might not take any more of those. But that's something that we are passionate about. We get somebody from our recruitment team and they come and talk to you about where do you apply for NHS jobs? How do you complete the application? How can you make your application more successful? How do you prepare for the interview? How do you check whether your qualifications from back home can be suitable for the role you're applying for? And if you don't get the job, how do you ask for feedback and what do you do next? And because of this work, we've seen an increase in applications from ethnic minorities within our trust. we've also seen an increase in people getting jobs. So we've had a really big jump in the last 18 months. So we're not just doing it just to tick boxes, we are doing it, and there are real people that look like you and me who are getting these jobs. They are for everybody, so it's important that you participate and interested in working for us. And people always ask me, what jobs can I do? I'm not a healthcare professional. You don't need to be. I'm not clinically trained. I know I wear green, but please do not collapse on me because I can't save your life. I can do CPR, I can do that, but it just ends there basically. Uh, but we do have all jobs, if you can think of any normal organization. Of course, we've got the call handlers who answer the 999 and 111. Those are the entry jobs. We've got ambulance car drivers. But think about it, those ambulances need fixing. So we need mechanics, we need tire fitters, we need cleaners, we need finance people. So whatever skill you have, you will most likely find a job with us. And for those who are not yet ready to look for paid employment, we recruit volunteers. I call them community ambassadors. And volunteers work under me. I look after them. You get a full day's training. You get a uniform. They've got a different color top, and you get an ID badge. So why would you volunteer? It helps you improve your skills. It is something to add on your CV. Now we are finding most of our volunteers are applying for jobs and they're putting us down as their references. When you newly arrived in the UK, you will have no reference here. So it's actually quite good to have somebody from an NHS organization who can vouch for you. So that's about the volunteers, and that's a picture of some of our volunteers helping us out at some events, and they've really been absolutely fantastic, really wonderful team. My contact details are just there, and please do not bombard me with WhatsApp messages. If it's really important, if you send an email, I promise I will reply to you. What I find is most people send me a WhatsApp because I get so many of them, it's easily lost. But if you send me an email on this subject, you can either put you want to know about employment, you want to know about volunteering, whatever it is you want, you put it as a subject, and I promise you I will always get back to you. I am going to hang around for the next half an hour, maybe to an hour. I live a bit further away, so I need to get home for the kids. But if anybody wants to come and have a chat with me and ask questions, please feel free. Thank you.